Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to do a deep dive into Google AI Studio. It's got a lot of people talking, and for good reason. It seems like AI is everywhere these days, right? And Google wants to make sure that everyone, not just the tech wizards, can use these powerful tools. Think about this. What if you could use AI to just whip up some amazing content, or maybe automate all those boring tasks that you just don't want to do, or even get help with really complicated medical diagnoses? That's what Google AI Studio is trying to do, bring that potential to everyone. And to help us break it all down, we've got our resident AI expert with us today. So maybe we can start with the basics here. What exactly is Google AI Studio?
Well, at its core, it's a cloud-based platform. Basically, it gives you everything you need to work with Google's most advanced AI models all in one place. You can think of it like a one-stop shop for building, testing, and even integrating AI into your own projects.
Okay, that sounds pretty powerful and convenient. When did this all come out?
It's pretty new, actually. It launched in late 2024, along with Gemini 2.0. That's Google's latest and greatest multimodal AI model. They spent a lot of time in beta getting feedback from users. They wanted to make sure it was easy to use right out of the gate.
That's great that they focused on user feedback during development, but what was the reason behind it all? Why did Google create AI Studio in the first place?
I think their main goal was to really democratize AI,
Mm,
make it more accessible and encourage more innovation in the field. They want to give people the tools to experiment with AI models, make it easier to incorporate AI into projects, and of course, encourage collaboration between, developers and researchers.
it's really cool that they're making AI more accessible. Who's actually using AI Studio?
It's a pretty diverse group, actually. You've got developers building AI-powered apps and tools, businesses using AI to improve their workflows, researchers experimenting with cutting-edge AI models, even educators and students are using it to learn about AI, and of course, startups building their whole businesses around AI.
Wow, that's amazing to see it being used across so many different areas. So what makes it so powerful? What can you actually do with Google AI Studio?
It's got a ton of features. It's really impressive. First off, you get access to all of Google's advanced AI models, including, of course, Gemini 2.0, which we talked about earlier. These models can handle all sorts of tasks, from natural language processing to computer vision and even multimodal tasks. And get this, you can even customize and fine-tune these models to fit your specific needs. It's also got an interactive workspace where you can experiment and visualize your projects, see them come to life. And for all the team players out there, it's got built-in collaboration tools so you can work together seamlessly. And if you're a developer looking to integrate AI into your apps, they've got APIs and SDKs to make it super smooth. And last but not least, it's built on Google Cloud, so you know it's going to be super reliable and scalable even for those really demanding projects.
That's a lot to unpack. It sounds like it's got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
But can you give us some concrete examples? How are people actually using Google AI Studio to solve problems and come up with innovative solutions?
Absolutely. Let's start with customer support. Businesses are using it to build those super smart chatbots and virtual assistants. The ones that can answer customer questions in multiple languages, track orders, process returns, and even recommend products based on your preferences.
Wow, that would be a game changer for businesses, especially if they're trying to improve customer satisfaction and streamline their operations.
Right.
What other cool things are you seeing?
Content creation is another big one. AI Studio can help you create high-quality text, images, and even videos. Think about it, you could use it to draft blog posts, write marketing copy, even make personalized video messages. And let's not forget about creating stunning images for your website. It's like having a whole team of creative professionals at your fingertips.
It sounds like a dream come true for anyone who creates content, especially if it can help them get rid of all those tedious tasks. What about more complex fields, like healthcare? Are they using AI Studio there?
Definitely. It's making a real difference in healthcare. For example, doctors can now use AI to analyze medical images like X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans. It can help them make faster and more accurate diagnoses, which is a huge deal for patient outcomes.
That's incredible. Using AI to save lives and improve healthcare is just mind-blowing.
Right. And let's not forget about education. AI Studio can be used to create personalized learning experiences with adaptive modules that adjust to each student's pace, and even virtual tutors that give real-time feedback.
It sounds like AI is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. I'm dying to know more about how people can access this amazing tool. Is it hard to get started with Google AI Studio?
Not at all. Actually, it's pretty simple. First, you just need a Google account, which most people already have. Then you go to the AI Studio website, log in, and just create a project workspace. That's it. You're ready to go. You can start exploring everything AI Studio has to offer. Oh, and if you're a developer, they've got APIs and SDKs too. So you can integrate all the cool AI Studio stuff right into your own apps. And don't worry, there are tons of resources and tutorials online to help you out, no matter if you're just starting out or you're like an AI pro. There's something for everyone.
That's great to hear. It sounds really accessible. So what about the cost? Is there a free version, or do you have to pay to use Google AI Studio?
Okay, so they've got this freemium model, which means there's a free tier. And it gives you access to a bunch of basic features and models, perfect if you're an individual or a small team just wanting to, get your feet wet, try things out, experiment with some AI concepts, maybe work on a few small projects. But if you need more, like advanced features, or you're doing larger deployments and need priority support, they've got paid plans too. The pricing tiers are based on your usage and what you need. And for those really big companies with super specific needs, they've even got custom enterprise solutions. Those come with dedicated support and infrastructure, the whole 9 yards.
Sounds like they've got everyone covered from individuals to giant corporations. You mentioned earlier that AI Studio gives you access to Google's advanced AI models, including Gemini 2.0. Can you tell us a bit more about the different types of models available on the platform?
Oh, for sure. Gemini 2.0 is definitely the big one. It's Google's latest and greatest multimodal AI model. Multimodal, that basically means it can handle all sorts of different data at the same time, like text, images, audio, even code. Think of it like a Swiss Army knife for AI. It can do it all. It can understand and generate text like a human, create realistic images, analyze audio, and even write code. But beyond Gemini, AI Studio also has a whole bunch of other pre-trained models for specific tasks.
I'm curious about these pre-trained models. Can you break that down a little?
Sure, imagine you have these AI models that have already been trained on massive amounts of data, specifically for certain tasks. Let's say you want to analyze the sentiment and customer reviews, there's a model for that. Or maybe you need to translate languages. Boom, there's a model for that too. You need to classify images. You guessed it, there's a model for that. Google's basically done all the hard work of training these models on huge data sets so you don't have to start from scratch. Saves you tons of time and resources.
That's really smart. It's like having a team of AI experts ready to help you out.
Mhm.
So, if I understand correctly, you can use these pre-trained models as they are or customize them further to really fit your needs, right?
Exactly. That's one of the best things about AI Studio. It gives you the flexibility to do either. You can
Yeah.
take a pre-trained model and just run with it, or you can fine-tune it with your own data to make it even better for your specific task. Like, let's say you take a pre-trained language model and train it on your company's internal documents. Then it would be super accurate at understanding your company's specific jargon and style.
That's really powerful. So let's say I'm a developer who's just starting out with AI. What kind of resources does AI Studio have to help me learn the ropes?
Oh, they've got tons of stuff for beginners. There's detailed documentation, tutorials, sample projects, all that good stuff. I'll walk you through the basics of using the platform and the different models. You can find step-by-step guides on everything from setting up your first project to fine-tuning models and integrating them into your apps.
It's awesome that they cater to all skill levels. What about businesses that want to use AI in their operations? What advice would you give them?
I'd say the first thing is to really pinpoint those areas where AI can make a difference. Ask yourself some key questions like, can we automate some tasks to free up our employees' time? Can we use AI to personalize the customer experience? Can we use AI to get more insights from our data? Once you've got those areas figured out, then you can start looking at the different models and tools in AI Studio. See which ones fit your goals the best. It's super important to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve with AI before you get too deep into the technical stuff.
That's a great point. It's easy to get lost in all the hype without a solid plan. Speaking of cool things being done with AI, can you share any examples of really groundbreaking stuff? Projects that were only possible because of AI Studio.
Oh, yeah, there are some amazing ones out there. One that comes to mind is in disaster response. Organizations like the Red Cross are using AI Studio to analyze data from social media and other sources during natural disasters. This helps them figure out which areas are hit the hardest and need help the most. Then they can get aid to those areas faster and more efficiently. It's really making a difference.
Wow, that's using AI for good in a really powerful way.
Yep.
What other impacts of projects are you seeing?
Another exciting area is accessibility. Developers are building these incredible tools for people with disabilities using AI Studio. For example, there are these new AI-powered screen readers that can interpret text, images, and videos in real time. It's a game changer for visually impaired people, making the digital world much more inclusive.
Those are some really inspiring examples of how AI can break down barriers and improve people's lives.
We're also seeing some cool stuff happening in the art world. Artists and designers are using AI Studio to push the boundaries of creativity. They're experimenting with AI models to create unique visual art, compose music, even make interactive installations.
That's fascinating. I can't wait to see how AI continues to shape artistic expression.
And let's not forget about precision agriculture. Farmers are now using AI Studio to analyze data from sensors, drones, and satellites to keep an eye on their crops. They can optimize irrigation, predict yields, all sorts of things.
It seems like AI is impacting just about every industry these days, from healthcare to agriculture to art.
It really is. The possibilities are endless.
Well, this has been a truly eye-opening conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and insights with us today. Google AI Studio is clearly a game changer, with the potential to revolutionize so many industries and aspects of our lives.
It's been my pleasure. I'm excited to see what the future holds for AI and how it can help us create a better world.
And for all of you listening, we encourage you to check out Google AI Studio for yourselves. See what incredible things you can create with the power of AI. Don't forget, our next episode drops on Monday, so be sure to tune in for another deep dive into the world of AI. Until then, keep exploring and stay curious.